Here we go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Keika.
Hello everyone, I'm keika of International Christian University, and today I'd like to talk about population growth in Africa and how can the current difficult situation caused by the rapid growth be improved. Now, 1/7 of world population lives in Africa, and as you know, last year the 7 billionth baby was born, so it means there are 1 billion people in Africa now. And the problem is the population growth rate. It is 2.3% per year, and actually this rate is the double of Asia's rate. And because of this high rate, it creates a high proportion of youth. And this means there will be more need for health or education services or employment opportunities. And these things are a burden for the government. And actually, they cannot afford those things now. So what I want to say is we should provide schools, teacher training, and financial support at the same time together. And in my presentation, first, I'd like to show you the causes of this population growth, and then what is actually done now, and the problems of these things, and finally, possible solutions. First, let's look at causes. The first cause is lack of women's empowerment. For example, in Somalia, women's duties are just bearing children, or work in fields, or go to fetch water, like this picture. And what is especially important for them is bearing children. Women are often tend to be valued by the number of children they have. Then, why bearing children is so important for them is because they think more or less child is a cultural idea. And one more thing is that Africa is an agricultural country, so they need many workers to earn a lot of money. So they think more children can make more money. The second cause is lack of access to education. The current increase of newborn babies are mostly caused by unwanted or unexpected pregnancies, and this is because they don't have knowledge about contraception. And let me show you projects. And United Nations and I collaborated, and they began to support a project which tries to keep girls in schools. And the result was great success. Girls who joined this project were more likely to stay in school, and also they have more knowledge about reproductive health than girls who did not join this project. However, this project depends on their support. So if they stop supporting, it will immediately become impossible to continue it. So it means go back to the previous situation. Again, lack of education. Another one is JICA. They have built 2,600 schools since 1985, and 4,970,000 children became able to go to school. But still 70 to 80 students have to be in one classroom, and also the number of teachers is not enough. For example, in Ethiopia, it is predicted that this number of teachers will be needed per year. And one more problem is, even though the children who can go to school are having low-level education, and why the level of education is so low is because teachers are insufficiently trained. Actually, 91% of teachers have been educated less than 9 years. And also, when the government have a financial problem, what they cut first is education expense. So let's think about solutions. You can see that project to give opportunities of education showed brought a good result. So I think education is a key point, the most important thing. So I believe that providing schools and teacher training is important, but not separately, but together. And by giving those things together, it will first becomes able to provide a high quality education which can prevent unexpected or unwanted pregnancies. And to continue it, one more thing we should not forget is that to give financial support. So I believe by providing schools, teacher training, and financial supports all together, it can lead to decreasing the rate of rapid population growth. Thank you very much. Do you have any questions? Yes, Sajid, go ahead.
Thank you very much, Keika, for your nice presentation. I'd like to ask you about one thing. I was very interested in your presentation, but I think in Japan we have the same situation like after the war. I think you did about Africa now, so is there any reasons why you focused on Africa?
Actually, that's a little bit difficult question. My answer is I'm just interested in Africa. Like, it's very simple. I like the colors of Africa and the culture is interesting. So that's the only reason. Did I answer your question?
Thank you.
Any other question? Yes, Kai, go ahead.
Thank you for the presentation. I want to ask you why is the education is only way to solve the problem of Africa, the highly growing population?
Because why education? You mean why education is only education?
Yeah. Okay. So could you tell me why you focus on education?
Because the main reason is that they don't know how to prevent pregnancy. So actually I didn't show in my presentation, but who bear babies the most is teenagers, and it means they don't go to school because they are very young. And also in Africa, men have more power than women, and sometimes even there's a chance to go to school for girls too. Parents don't think it is necessary. So I think the most important step is to give more opportunities, the access to education. And also, I focus on the pregnancies population, but education, as you know, can solve many other problems too. Yeah. to conclude my presentation. Thank you for your attention. Thank you.